let's move into that and really let's get really change our perception on money. And so we're going to ask a few questions, right? Now, the first question, so you can get a pen and paper, or you can type it in the chat box if you want to, but maybe you want a pen and paper so you can just write it down, and then you can go back and compare it, again, go and do this perceptual shift in a couple of months' time. But we're going to do it again anyway, right? We'll do this perceptual shift probably in about 12 weeks, right? So I'm going to just bring this down. Here we are. So the first question, right? First question relating to money, like what's your ideal structure? What's your ideal structure when it comes to finances? And just kind of tune into that for a while. Maybe visualize it. Think about it, right? So when it comes to finances, like what's your ideal situation? I think I might have said structure. What's your ideal situation when it comes to money and finances? And just type in the chat box. I know for me, one of my choices, one of my creations to create more money than I can spend. That's my ideal situation. And the truth is I already have that. Right? And if we were just using that as an example, my idea of more money than I can spend is going to be different from someone else's. Right? Someone's more money than I can spend means that, they're traveling the world in a Learjet, and if they feel like it, they'll jump in their yacht and go cruise wherever and have 5 houses or whatever. That's not my idea of more money than I can spend. But that's me. What I'd love to know is what's your ideal situation when it comes to finances, and write it down for yourself. Share in the chat box if you'd like. It's all good. Or if you wanted to, remember you can change the chat options and you can share directly with me and not everyone. Make money while sleeping, passive income, making room for purpose, driven goals that I have more than enough time for. Awesome. Awesome. Very, very clear. So we want to get clear on what we would like, right? Here's another question. How much do you make? Having savings, being able to pay for anything that I want. Yeah. So how much do you spend, right? How do you make it? How much do you make? How much time do you spend making it? How do you make it? Right? What do you do? Now that's 4 questions. How much do you make? How much time do you spend making it? How do you make it? Right? What do you do? Now, if you don't have an answer to that, that's not a problem. They're questions, though, that you want to start looking at if you don't already have an answer to those questions. And so type it in. How much do you make? I mean, for me, it's more than, more money than I can spend. Is there an amount on it for me? No. But really, I don't know. I'd be happy with where I am. Well, I am happy with where I am. But I'll make more simply because I could make more. Because I choose and I go, well, that'd be good. I'll try that on. 7 figures at least a year. Got it. I'm with you, Minjaro. Here's the next question. Why? So why do you want that? And just type it in. Just answer. Why do you want that? Because I want it. See, there's only really one correct answer to that. And that is because that's what I choose, right? Why do you want that amount? Why do you want to do it that way? What do you want, you know? It really, the answer has to be because that's what I choose. That's my choice. And for no other reason. For no other reason. See, every other answer is just going for the goal. It's saying that I need this in order to have that, to do other things. And we'll get stuck into some more money lessons after this one over the next few weeks, because it's a good time to get into them, especially with Christmas, holiday season, all of that stuff, and money comes up for people a lot. So it's perfect timing. So there really is only one correct answer to the question, why do you want that? And the answer is because that's what I choose. And every other answer isn't just going for that goal. It's saying that I need this in order to have that, right? To do other things. And this is the idea of the negative goal setting or the negative vision. Right? The goal you think you have isn't actually the goal. So next question. Next question. What is my perfect financial situation? Right? What just feels so good when you think about it? Like, just because. Type in what you get. So what is my perfect financial situation that when you think about it, it's like, well, it just feels so good, right? Just because it feels good, right? And just type in what you get. Full river flow of income. I love it. Not having to worry about paying for anything ever. Yeah. I'm reading those and that makes me feel good. So just type it in. What's your perfect financial situation? Mine's like having like a fountain of money. I remember one of my good friends about maybe 10 years ago, and he does really well, and he actually sent me that in a message. I was like, how you going, bro? And he's like, man, I am just a fountain of money at the moment. And it's always stuck with me. And I've just, the visualization and the feeling that goes with it, right? That's my perfect financial situation, a fountain of money. All right, so the next question, right? What will having that do for you? And I'll let you, I'll give you the answer for this was a client that I worked one-on-one with to that question. What will having that do for you? This particular woman wrote, I could create scholarships for youth all over the world, able to facilitate a wheel of consent program, collaborate with powerful people who have reach, have my own team doing background work focus, you know, on what I'd like to do, influence on government policy and equitable voice in politics, to buy own custom wear, so like clothes and things. She wanted to own a few homes in Central Australia and on the beach. So what will having that do for you? So you can see in there, you know, this lady wants to influence policy and she wants to help out youth, right? She wants to facilitate courses and collaborate with people who are up to big things and have an impact on the world, but, you know, wants a house on the beach and, you know, there's a whole lot of stuff. So what will having that ideal financial situation, that perfect financial situation, what will having that do for you? And just type it in. Or you can write it down, but I'd love to hear from some of you. So let me know if you've written that down, so we can move on together into the next question. So just type, you can type a 1 in the chat box and just let me know. Create positive change, influence youth, leadership, create abundance. Got it. Awesome. Remember, this is for you, not for me. This is for you. These are your creations. Right? And it's just really good to start thinking about this, right? And get clear. See, a lot of us aren't actually that clear about what we really, really want when it comes to money. And it's easy to see that when we're not clear, then we don't get what we want, right? You gotta start thinking about these things to get really, really, really clear, so you can send out real clear instructions, real clear goals and results, and go for it. All right. So just let me know. Type a 1 in the chat box if you've written that down, or you can share with everyone if you want. And then I can move into the next question, and then we can do the perceptual shift. Own a castle. So good. With a village in Italy. Own rental properties in NZ. Travel with kids. Help my friends and family. Pay for Magnetic Mind for my friends and family. That's a great idea. And so awesome. What a massive thing to be up to. Thanks, Michelle. Allow my family to live well without worry and good health. Free up time, develop organisations, change people's lives, connect with people over the world, facilitate large scale travelling, connecting, the same purpose, live in places around the world in different areas for different times. Awesome. Come on. I want these. Somehow squeeze all that into what I'm up to. All right, we're going to move into the next question, right? This is really, really good stuff, guys. Just being on the court and playing. So compared to that, what is it like right now? This is what my client answered. And this is just the short notes on it. So what's it like right now? And you can share and type in the chat box. This is what my other client that I was working with the other week. Consistent change over time. So the money's always changing over time. You know, think that there's never enough, right? There's just not enough. That they've wasted it, right? They've wasted it. They haven't respected it. I've written in here, they don't even want to look at it. When they think about money and their current situation, they don't even want to look at it right now. They've also answered they spent it on trying to fix themselves. Spent it, without thinking about it. And then I've written here, just no respect for it. So what is it like right now for you with your current money situation and where you're at? What's it like? Maybe you've got enough. Maybe you're looking to invest. Maybe there isn't enough. Maybe you want more. Maybe you need an injection. Maybe you've wasted it. Maybe you need to learn more about how to manage it. But please share in the chat box or write it down. Okay, got it. So this is from the last one, Shay. Awesome. Value, quality of life, sharing with others, keep creating, evolving, expansive, versatility. I don't want to be the same person last week and constantly outside. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So what's it like right now? Have a mortgage, did invest wisely, spend it on personal development, just not enough, wasted so much money buying crap that I don't need. So did I, Michelle. And we're just being honest, beautiful creators. We're just being honest. What's it like right now compared to what you want? What's actually going on right now financially? And if you don't want to, you don't want to share with everyone, that's all right. Just write it down yourself. But I promise you there's power in sharing, even if it's just one thing. I can tell you now, every now and then I still get this part of me pop up and go, there's not enough, Mick. I'm like, oh, really? Hell, got it, Minjara. That is one word to describe it. Feel like I'm putting so much out, the tap's flowing, nothing's coming back, feel stuck, stagnant, leads to confusion and thinking I'm not smart enough or good enough. Roger that, Shay. Thank you for sharing that. Resilient, reliance on others, too much on the things that weren't the priority and sabotaging. Totally understand that one, Shay. All right, great. So when you think about that, when you think about what you've last written in, right, in relation to what it's like right now, what's your experience emotionally when you think about that? What's your experience emotionally when you think about that? This client, when I went through this with them, they wrote shame, guilt, embarrassed that I didn't make it a priority, embarrassed about their current state of relationship with money, embarrassed that they treated money so badly. So what's your experience emotionally when you think about it? You can write it down or type it in the chat box. Maybe you're feeling stuck. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. If you're like me in the past, I felt really, reckless. That was what I was going to say, Shane. I was just so reckless with money. Immature as well. I was definitely that too. And shame, disappointing. Yeah, feel like a failure. Can totally relate. Could have done so much better. Great. This is really good. Really good unpacking. You know, I was spending it as fast as it was coming in and wondering why I didn't have any. Wasn't like I wasn't earning enough. You know, I'd always earn a reasonable amount of money, but there just seemed to never be any there. What's going on? You know, I wouldn't say I was completely clueless, but there was a few clues there. So if you've written down an answer, right, just type in the chat box. Just let me know so I can move into the next part. So the next question is, what would someone have to believe to have that experience, that emotional experience? What would someone have to believe to have that experience? This is what my client answered that I took through this the other week. I'm stupid. I'm wasteful, ungrateful. I haven't taken advantage of what was given to me. I don't know how to make more of it or how to make it work for me. I can't do it on their own. There's no one there to help me. I feel unsupported. They were some of her beliefs. But what would you, right? What would someone have to believe to have that emotional experience? Not worthy, not capable, not stable within myself. Yeah. Let's unpack it, people. What would you have to believe to experience emotionally? Just type it in the chat box or write it down for yourself. Either way is just fine. Tell you what, I'm loving this new camera and I love this session. Keep unpacking. Let's go. Just noticing, right? Noticing what's there, right? If you were on last night's session, right? We shifted some of those parts that had these beliefs, right? Money's not any different, right? We've got all these different beliefs about ourselves when it comes to money. We got beliefs about actual money itself, right? But what would you have to believe to have all that emotional experience when you think about what it's like right now in relation to money? I'm going to go into the next question. What resistance is there? Like what reservations? Have you got any judgments or stories? Here's some that my client gave. Wasteful. Why would it even bother coming to me if I didn't treat it very well? She blamed her family, right? That she didn't get financial intelligence from her parents. That was one of the stories. my family's fault. You know, you're such an idiot. This is her answer. I'm such an idiot because I'd just waste it if it came to me. Just have a think about that. Just sit for a minute, think about it, write it down, or type in the chat box. Feel like I'm blocked also can relate to the family situation. Yeah, like I got working class programming on the one hand, but I also had business programming too, because my dad ran businesses and so did my grandmother, but it was kind of a mix of both. But really, I was like, how come you guys didn't teach me more about money? And I can hear my dad now, he's passed away, bless him, but I can hear him now going, we did. You just didn't listen, Michael. I carry a lot of mum's shit, says Shay. All right, how much resistance is there between where you are now and that ideal situation, you know, that ideal financial situation? How much resistance is there? Let's go out of 10. Got it. We've got some high numbers there. All right. Now we're going to do a perceptual shift on this. Now this is the 3-chair exercise. Okay. This is a 3-chair exercise. It's a perceptual shift exercise. All right. So what I want you to do is, if you've got 3 chairs, you can set them up. If not, you can imagine this with your eyes closed in your head. But if you've got another 2 chairs, I want you to set them up like you're in a counseling session, right? Where there's one person in the middle and there's 2 chairs either side. If you don't, that's okay. You can do this with your eyes closed, which I'm gonna get you to have your eyes closed anyway, unless you've got, if you've got the chairs, all right, set it up. If you don't, you can do it with your eyes closed, okay? And just type a 1 in the chat box when you're ready to go with that. Because what we're going to do, we're going to have you be in the chair looking across at money. Then you're going to be money looking back at you. Then you're going to be in the chair like you're like a counselor, but you're going to be in this super conscious perspective. All right. And we're going to really, really shift the perception. All right. So we're ready to do this. So what I want you to do, you'll just have the chairs, right, numbered 1 and 2. Right, and in the middle, you know, the 3rd one that's equidistance, right, but kind of set back away from chair 1 and 2. So I want you to go ahead and sit down in chair number 1. And I want you to imagine, that money is sitting across from you in chair number 2. And look across at chair number 2 and imagine money, right? Money just sitting there. What does money look like? Maybe it's an image. Maybe it's a person. What's it like to be you sitting across from money? How does it feel sitting there looking across at money? Notice what your attitude and energy to it are. Just tune in and notice. What's your attitude and energy toward money? What's your belief? All right, what do you believe about money? What's your belief there? You're sitting across from money. What's your belief? What's your outcome? Right? What do you want from money? What is your goal? What is your goal from money? What do you believe? And I want you to open your eyes and come back into the room. And I want you just to type all that in. Whatever you got, just type it in the chat box or write it down. Either way is fine, or do both. Just write down what you got or type it in. Type it in the chat box. I want you to be my life always, wherever I go, and in abundance. Yeah. Like it, Shane. Like it. Let's go, people. Let's just type in, or let me know if, or type a 2 in if you've just written it down for yourself. We can move into the next part. Cool. Shay, you ready to move into the next part? Let's do, because we want to do this together. All right, awesome. All right, so I want you to leave all of that in the chair. Okay, if you've got your eyes closed, just imagine you're leaving all of that in the chair and get up. And then go and sit down in chair number 2. Right, into money's point of view. And see yourself sitting across in chair number 1. See through money's eyes, breathe through money's lungs, hear through money's ears. I want you to notice the energy coming off the person in chair number 1, which is you. What's it like to be sitting across from this person? What's it like being money, right? Sitting across from you in the other chair. as money, what's your belief as you look across at you and the other chair? What's the outcome? Like, what if you're money, what's your outcome that you want for the person that's sitting over there? And as money, how do you feel? How do you feel about this person sitting across from you? Like, what do you really want for them? And how do you feel about that? And open your eyes, come on back into the room and just write that down. Type in the chat box or write it down for yourself. What was it like being money sitting across from you? Money sitting there going, this is what I want for you. What does money actually want for you? How did it feel being money just sitting there over there from you? And type in the chat box. Type in, what'd you get? I remember doing this the first time and there's money going, Mick, I need you to look after me, but there's so much of me and I want you to have it. It seems nice, but she's needy and desperate. She seems wasteful. Got it, Michelle. Type in what you got, or make sure you write it down, okay? What on earth was it like to be money sitting across from you? What did it feel like? Clear, fresh, clarity, confidence. I'm full of potential. You need to understand how to get on my level to use me correctly. I want to give you and provide you everything you want and be together in a loving and respecting relationship. Gold. This is so good team. Loving it. Loving it. Just felt like a huge ball of energy just waiting for me to reach out. Awesome. All right, next part of this. Really, really, really cool. Okay, so closing your eyes again. Or if you've got the chairs, right, get up and sit down in chair number 3, like you're in that position between, right, the two, but only this time, or imagine you're sitting down in chair 3, right, and you're the super conscious, right? You're the all-knowing, you've got all the information, you've got access to all of it, all the information from you over there in chair 1 and money sitting there in chair 2, but now you're super conscious, all-knowing, access to all the available information. Go ahead and notice you in chair 1 and money in chair 2. What is the energy between them like? What needs to happen for both parties to increase satisfaction? Right, we want them to come together. We want them to heal this relationship. What needs to happen for both parties to increase satisfaction? To have a really great relationship. And imagine sending this information to the respective chair. and just checks, is there anything else that needs to be sent? Any other information that needs to be sent? Make sure that both parties have got everything they need to increase the satisfaction and to have a really, really amazing relationship with each other. Just make sure everyone's got all the information. Send it to each party. Good. Now that each party's got that, finally, get up and sit back down in chair number 2. Just notice. Now getting up, I want you to sit back down in chair number 1 as you. Only this time with any added perspectives and all the information that you may have gained from the other positions. And just allow that to anchor in. Just really allowing that to filter all the way in. Just notice it. Really anchor these learnings in. Notice it and how your energy and attitudes toward money have shifted. Good. Now opening your eyes and coming on back into the room with me and with everyone. And just share in the chat box what this new relationship's like with money. What's changed? How's your perspective shifted? What's the new relationship going to be like? Now that you've got all the information, this might sound weird, but it makes me feel sexy. I love the honesty, Shay. Awesome. I think money's incredibly sexy. Type in for me, please, people. What's this relationship now like? How do you feel about when you think about what you're wanting, that ideal financial situation? We're equal. I respect money. Yeah, money respects me. It's a mirrored relationship. Money now feel respected and appreciated. And I have a feeling of being inseparable, like a best friend now. Oh, yeah. Fabulous. What about you, Michelle? Love to know. What's this relationship like now? How's this looking when you think about money now moving forward? Money now trusts me. Awesome. So when you think about this ideal financial situation and the amount of resistance you kind of had to that beginning, where do you reckon that resistance is now that we've done the perceptual shift? Right, we had some high numbers there, right? We're like 8s and 7s, 9s, 10s. Shane, 3, awesome. Jara, 3. Big shifts. So we had some high numbers there. I'm just going to scroll back up. Yeah, that resistance now. Well, where's it at, Shay? Love to know, Michelle. When you think about that how much is between you and that, they're having that ideal relationship and that the financial situation that you really, really want. What's that resistance like? Another 3. What about you there with the sexy situation, Shay? These are big shifts, right? 2, massive shifts in perception and shifts in the relationship. Who thought that perceptual shift was a cool exercise? I mean, it's so powerful. Freaking love it. I'm going out into the world so confident now. Yeah, awesome. I know you've been putting heaps of work in, Shay. Just hold true. You're taking those steps. Yeah, totally cool. Yeah, it's a great process, the perceptual shift. Yeah, thanks, Shane. It's a real lovely one, and you can do this. You can do this again and again with money. You can also